Hello everyone and happy Sunday from Magic Kingdom. We're here today. We always stream on the weekends, but I was able to get a last second reservation to Beak and Barrel this morning. So the reservation's at about 11:50, so we have a little bit of time to kill. It's like 8:15, so we have a couple hours actually. So we're just gonna kind of hang out here at Magic Kingdom for a little bit and then head over to Beak and Barrel for a reservation. I'm so excited to try it. I haven't really looked at any other videos. I've kind of wanted to keep it a secret, so it'll be special when we go in for the first time. But for now, let's just hang out at Magic Kingdom for a little bit. We're streaming and just walking around the parks, and there is no one here in Frontierland. Now again, it is only 8:30, so it's a bit early. I'm sure a lot of people just don't want to wake up and get here this early. But it is also a party day, so just keep that in mind. It has been a little while. We did some rides, we did some live streams, we went and saw Mickey's Magical Friendship Fair. Then I have to charge up my phone. We're about, 30 minutes from our reservation. So we're gonna start slowly making our way over to Beak and Barrel. I'm so excited. It is time for our Beak and Barrel reservation. So just in case you don't know where it's located, it is right to the right side of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride entrance. You'll see the Beak and Barrel sign here. So let me go ahead and check in and let's go get some drinks and some food. We're checked in and just waiting for our name to be called. From what I understand, it's going to be similar to Oga's, so you are going to have a 45-minute time limit. There's not guaranteed seats. It could be standing room. And then I think that's all at the moment. But let me get my microphone. Let me not forget that. I already made a mistake. So I typically check in on the app for any reservation, and it said, okay, you're good to go. Go over to Pirates of the Caribbean and wait for your name to be called. Well, you also have to check in with the cast members up front at the front. So I waited and waited and waited. My name was not called, so I went up to the host stand and I said, hey, so I checked in on my app. Do I still have to check in with the people up front? She goes, yes. When was your reservation? And it was 20 minutes ago. So unfortunately, I think it counted as forfeited and it disappeared from my app. So they were able to at least try to squeeze me in. They just said stand by and they'll try to get me in as soon as possible. But that's my mistake 100%. But just so you know, if you do check in on the app, you still have to talk to the cast members up front, which I did not know that and it was not announced before. And the app just told me to wait for my name to be called. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait and wait. But I checked in 30 minutes ago and I was like, I should have checked in with them way quicker than that. They were able to get me in within like 4 minutes. I really appreciate these cast members for getting me in. But here we are. We're kind of off to the captain's table almost. We're in a completely separate room up here. We have a little bit of a table right here. You can see all the navigations. Here we have From the Galley, which is going to be just a couple different options for light bites is what they call it. You can get some non-alcoholic specialty beverages. I've seen the Treasure Trove a lot on social media. Comes with some golden caramel corn and a chocolate cannonball, which I think is like a cake pop. And over here you have your signature cocktails. I think I'm going to get the Siren's Whisper. That one sounds the best. And I think for food I'm going to try the Cook's Corn Griddle Cakes with the chicken. If you're not one for any of their specialty cocktails, you can also get some rum, some draft beer, bottles and cans, and then some wine as well. So you have plenty of options.
Where's that heavenly sound coming from? Oh no! My black-beard sizzling whiskers! True! Sound the alarm! Mermaids! They got mermaids! All hands, shield your ears! Lest this blasting
Oh, there's something happening back here on the bar. I don't know what. I don't want to leave my table.
All right, I'm gonna add 2 drops to your libation for everlasting life. Or not. We'll find out. We'll find out, right? I know.
So we have the Siren's Whisper, which is pot and column still white rum blend, Bowls Blue Curacao liqueur, Combier Creme de Pêche, which is like a peach liqueur, lime, and cinnamon. All right, cheers. Oh, that's good. Oh, I forgot I have a microphone. How nice is that? It's on the sweeter end because it's the rum and peach. and blue curacao. Oh, that's good. It's really refreshing. I almost got the Salty Seas margarita, which is Blanco tequila, Cointreau liqueur, ube, and lime. I think those two would be my favorite off of all of this. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can get 2 drinks down. Otherwise, I'd get 2. These weren't here before, but now there's black light on it. It turns on the... That's so cool! Here we have the Cook's Corn Griddle Cakes. Warm corn cakes stuffed with melted cheese, lime sour cream, chili peppers, and cojita cheese. But I got it with chipotle braised chicken, but you can also get it with roasted corn and poblano peppers. I'm sure you guys love watching me eat, right? That's like the best part of these. A little bit tough to cut through. Let's see. Some chicken, some cilantro. That chicken is so freaking good. I will say the corn cakes are maybe a little bit on the dry side, but that chicken has great flavor. What else was in here? I forgot. Melted cheese, like almost like a pico. So there's some cilantro. It's like some peppers in here. Tastes really good. I just ate a pepper or something, and that was kind of spicy, I'm not gonna lie. It could have just been the cilantro, but I think it was one of the peppers in here. I'm not 100% what they were saying. Show you around the little captain's quarters here, whatever you want to call this. There's lots of maps and candles. You've got some drinking ware there. Looks like maybe some cannonballs down there. I don't know. Some books and some seashells.
Crusty crackers. Right now, will ya? All related to anything you might have just seen. Does anyone know how to get a curse out of a tavern?
We are done, so we're going to do a quick little walk around the bar, and then I'll give you a little bit of a kind of review after. Sorry. It's a bit tight in here, I will tell you that. So if you want to do any exploring, you can. They did ask to do it after you finish up your drinks. It's a bit tight. Oh, I'm not in his way, thank goodness. So there's a couple different rooms. I was kind of back in that little alcove in there. You have the shift portion out here, and then you turn back this way, and then you have, gosh, even more room. There's a whole other room back here. This might be more of the captain's galley. We have some ships in a bottle over this way. Let's go take a look. That table just got up. They got some of the ships in the bottle there. A little fireplace, that's cute. More seating over there. I love that they're high ceilings. They keep doing a couple different attractions over here. Shows, theming, whatever you want to say. Kind of up here, so keep an eye open up there for any pirates. They might have some lighting changes like we saw. Sounds like they've had a couple different things so far, so I could have stayed probably a little bit longer and I would have been able to see a little bit more, but I think we're done here. All right, let's give a little bit of a recap. Let's start with the drinks and the food. Loved that drink. That drink was so me. Absolutely loved it. It was rum, blue curacao, some peach, and some cinnamon, but I did not taste the cinnamon, so I was a little worried about it. I ended up not taking it out because I kind of forgot about it, but it was fine. It tasted good. I didn't care about the cinnamon. The corn cakes were good. I really liked the flavor on the chicken. I was thinking about it. The spice from the chicken, I think, was just the chipotle. It was chipotle chicken. So you get that spice from that, a little bit of a kick, but it was really good, really flavorful. I will say the corn cakes were maybe a little bit on the dry side, but they were still good. Like altogether, it was pretty good dish. One thing that I noticed at Oga's Cantina, I mean, that's been around for years, and then here at Beak and Barrel, some people don't expect it to be standing room. So if you're a single party, if you're a party of two, you're likely to get some standing room. They did have a couple bar stools at a couple of the locations, but a lot of it for singles and doubles is gonna be standing room. So I was at the table and they ended up sitting someone, and she goes, do you have any tables? Like, can I go sit at one of those chairs? And she said, well, I'm sorry, but you know, there would be a wait for it. So we can ask, but there'd be a wait for it. She said, okay, never mind. And she left the restaurant. She did not want to be standing. And then an older couple came in after that and kind of took her spot essentially. And she asked the same thing. Are there chairs? Can we go sit over in the chairs? She said, well, yeah, you can, but there maybe be a little bit of a wait. And they're like, okay, we'll be fine. So they ended up standing. But I think there's always the perception that you're going in to have a drink and you're going to be able to sit and kind of take a break from the heat and while you have your drink. And that's not the case. And I don't think people expect that. So I just maybe keep that in mind, I guess. If you don't know, you don't know. So you can't like tell people, you know what I mean? I don't think it's something that's going to be changed necessarily by Disney. I don't think you need to add stools to every location for people to sit at, but I do think there needs to be maybe a little bit of maybe even a warning, right? Like it lets you know when you check in, like, do we have any disabilities or anything? So you can check that. But if you, for some reason, can't stand, maybe don't have a disability, if you're tired and just want to sit, you go in and you don't want to stand for 45 minutes. So I totally understand it. But maybe something to kind of think about for any future lounges that they open. The total came to $36 for my drink and the chicken, which honestly, that didn't seem too crazy to me. The drink was $20 and the food was $16 because it was the chicken one. But I didn't think that was bad in my opinion. I thought that was a decent price for all of that. The theming was fun. I loved it in there. I definitely should have spent a little more time in there. I had a little more wiggle room, I think. But overall, it was great. It was so much fun. Whoa, whoa, when the magic feels like home. I hope that sounded good. I'll keep it in the video. But overall, I had a really nice time. I do think I would want to go again. I really don't know what to change. I mean, I think everything was good in my opinion, at least for my visit. Like I said, there were a couple hiccups for other people's visits, so you can't really help them too much. Like, I'm sorry, but I had a great time. I can't wait to go again. I'm super excited to try another drink. I hear the Salty Seas margarita was really good, so I think we'll try that next time. But I think that's all for now. Oh my gosh, it's raining. Firework ash. So thank you all for coming to the Beak and Barrel with me for the first time. I'm so glad I got to go today. Otherwise, I was going to have to wait till like October 16th or something, which would have been fine as well, but last minute never hurts anybody. So thank you all for coming with me today. I hope you'll stick around and experience more.